Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on Winter Storm Orzelle. So in this update, I'm going to be exclusively looking at snowfall accumulations across the West, and opening up with the HRRR model, the 18Z run for this evening. Snowfall accumulations have increased a little bit, especially in areas of Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. So first of all, we're still expecting a good 2 to 6 feet of snowfall accumulations in the Cascades over the next 48 hours. And then looking at Seattle, Washington, you're expecting anywhere between about 2 and 5 inches of snow. And then down towards Everett, you're expecting about 4 to 6 inches of snow. Looking at Portland, you're looking at about 3 to 5 inches of snow. And snowfall accumulations have increased in the Salem, Eugene area, where you could be seeing as much as 6 to 9 inches of snow now over the next 48 hours. Going down towards Medford, Oregon, could be seeing a good 9 to 12 inches of snow now. So this has increased from this morning in Medford. And then looking at snowfall accumulations across northern California, still expecting a widespread 3 to 7 feet of snow across the southern Cascades in northern California. And then, as I mentioned at the beginning, snowfall accumulations have increased across Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, where many areas in the mountains are now expecting 2 to 4 feet of snow. And then across Yellowstone National Park, some isolated areas in northwestern Wyoming, including Yellowstone, could be now getting as much as 3 to 5 feet of snow. So many areas are going to get buried in snow across the Pacific Northwest. Now, taking a look at snowfall accumulations in California in the Sierras, over the next 48 hours, we are projecting a widespread 5 to 10 feet of snow. And now this 18Z run of the HRRR model is projecting snowfall accumulations in part of the Sierras as high as 153 inches, which would be around 12 to 13 feet over just the next 2 days. So this is going to be insane snowfall that's coming to the Sierras. And then the snowfall projections have increased in areas of Reno and Carson City as well. You could be getting as much as 16 to 18 inches of snow in the Reno Carson City area over the next 48 hours alone. So very high snowfall accumulations for these areas could be breaking some records. And as I mentioned earlier, about 3 to 7 feet across northwestern California in the southern Cascades. And now, in the next 48 hours, we're expecting about 2 to 8 inches of snow in mountainous areas of northern Nevada as well. And closing off the video with the National Weather Service's watches, warnings, and advisories map, winter storm warnings continue across western Washington, western Oregon, southern Oregon, northern California, Washoe County in Nevada, including Reno and Carson City, northeastern Nevada, winter storm warnings southeastern Idaho through Boise through northern Idaho, and then western Wyoming and Yellowstone National Park. And blizzard warnings continue for the Sierras in northern and eastern California, and just west of Reno and Carson City. We have new blizzard warnings that have been issued for eastern Nevada, and then winter storm watches for most of central Utah from north to south, including Salt Lake City. Winter weather advisories in the purple areas, and the wind alerts have spread further south, with a lot of wind advisories across central northern Arizona, across central southern California. And then we have high wind warnings across most of Nevada, southeast California, northwest Arizona, western Utah, southeastern Oregon, much of central through northeast Idaho and western Montana and central Wyoming, and high wind watches across southeastern Utah and even into areas of southern California around San Bernardino and Riverside. So major impacts are going to continue. And before I close it off, red flag warnings across Iowa, Nebraska, northern Kansas, western Missouri, some fire weather watches, unfortunately, again, in the Texas Panhandle, where historic fires are burning, western Oklahoma Panhandle, Kansas, eastern Colorado, and New Mexico, and southeast Minnesota, southwest Wisconsin, eastern Iowa. So major impacts coming to the west. Make sure you're preparing for feet of snow, blizzard conditions, and winds between 80 and 100 miles per hour across the west. Thanks for watching this evening's short update. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.